magnitude 6.2 earthquake jolts Tokyo area. No major damage reported. A magnitude 6.2 earthquake, which measured a weak 5 on the Shindo intensity scale, was detected at a depth of 50 kilometers off eastern Chiba Prefecture on Friday at 7:03 p.m., jolting nearby areas including Tokyo. No tsunami warning was issued, according to the Meteorological Agency. The quake registered a weak 5 in parts of Chiba and Ibaraki prefectures and was strongly felt in the capital, but there were no immediate reports of major damage. Central Tokyo as well as the neighboring cities of Yokohama and Saitama observed an intensity of 3.
Slight earthquake going on. And I'm on the 10th floor. Yokoso everyone, I'm Jay, and if you're watching me, you've probably seen the earthquake video, and for that, I thank you. As you saw, there was not much going on except for the clothes that were hanging up. They were shaking a little bit. So you're probably thinking, no big deal, right? Well, in reality, it kind of was a big deal. In fact, it was pretty damn scary. It was an actual earthquake. I was on the 10th floor of the hotel, and you might say 10th floor, that's not very high, but there's only 10 floors to the hotel, so I was at the top floor. And I'm in a foreign country that's famous for earthquakes. So I did get a bit shaken up, no pun intended. And just to recap, it was late and I was watching a video on probably Netflix or something. Then the room started shaking. Honestly, I was confused as to what was happening because I had never been in an earthquake. So then it dawned on me, oh man, it is an earthquake. So I grabbed my phone and then I started recording the room. Now, at that point, I was a little bit confused too as to what should I do? Should I go downstairs or what, what should I do? Then I, of course, the first thing that came to my mind was, don't take the elevator. Like, you're in a hotel, as if there was a fire, you don't take an elevator, you take the stairs. But then where was the stairs? Who checks into a hotel and looks to see where the fire escape is? Not me. And I'm sure a lot of people don't either. So I had no idea. Then finally, I guess a little time had passed and then there's an intercom system in the room. So the staff came on with a little message in Japanese. Unfortunately, I don't speak Japanese. So my next thought was, I'm going to wait for the English translation to come on. Because being a hotel in Japan, it's probably obvious to them that there's international travelers here that do not speak English. So let's do one in English too. But you know what? It never came. Yeah, it never came. So I turned on the TV and of course there was just regular Japanese programming. Nothing special, no big whoop. And then I also checked on the internet and again, there was no stories on it. So at this point I'm exhausted, and then I just fall asleep already because you can only worry so much, right? Next morning arrives, and I had just a little sleep, tossing and turning. Then I turn on the news, and yes, there are a lot of news or a few channels covering the earthquake in Japanese. Oh my goodness. So I get on the internet, and of course, yes, there's also stories, and basically all they're covering is the point of origin, magnitude 6 off the coast of Chiba in the ocean, what the magnitude was going towards the land, and of course it diminishes. So where I was a magnitude 3, and apparently, Japan, the land of earthquakes, a magnitude 3 earthquake is just something you sleep through. No biggie. Yeah, so that was my experience, and thanks for watching to the end. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and post them down below in the section, and I'll be glad to read them. And maybe not. So, until the next interesting video, see ya.